creating the downhill ski game. So same drill as always, we're going to click on create and you should have it downloaded to your computer. File, load from your computer, and then find downhill ski. So for this game, there's going to be a skier, a ski gate, and a ski rock, and a ski tree. So the skier is on here, and he cannot bump into the rock or the tree. So first, we're going to add code for the skier. First things first, we're going to go to Events, When Flag Clicked, Motion, set Y to 131, go to Variables, and add 3 of these. So set count to 0, set count to 0, set count to 0. Change the first one to speed, change the second one to score, and change the third one and leave the third one as count. So first we're going to make the speed 5. Then we're going to go to control and add a repeat until. Now inside of the trapezoid, you're going to go to operators, find the one with the or in the middle. So it should say blank is blank or blank. You're going to put that inside there, and then you're going to go to sensing and add touching mouse pointer in the first one and touching mouse pointer in the second one, but change this to ski rock and ski tree. Now inside of this repeat until, you're going to go to motion and add set X to. So set X to 142, but inside of here, you're going to go to sensing and find mouse X. So it's just going to be like a little oval that says mouse X. So you're going to add that in there. And then last thing, you're going to go to control and add stop all. So what this is saying, set the speed to 5. So the skier is going to go at a speed of 5. The score will be set as 0 in the beginning, and the count will be set as 0 in the beginning. And the game will repeat until the skier is touching the rock or the tree. So if the skier bumps into the rock or tree, the game will stop. And the skier is going to move side to side using our mouse. So as you move your mouse to the right, the skier will move with you. If you move it to the left, it'll move to the left. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to go to ski gate. Or sorry, ski rock. So go to the ski rock. Now, first we're going to go to events and add when flag clicked. Then go to motion and add go to X, -12, Y, 181. But inside of here, you're going to go to operators and pick random 1 to 10 and put that in both of them. But we're going to change the number, so this will be -180 to +180. The second one would be -180 to -240. So this is setting how our rocks are going to move. So it's saying it's going to go from the top of the page to the bottom of the page. And it's going to go from the side of the screen to the other side of the screen. Now you're going to go to control and add a repeat until. And inside of here, you're gonna go to operators and find the one that says not. So it just says not. Now inside of this one, you're gonna add an or. So it's gonna be not, and then inside of that, you're gonna add the one with the or in the middle. Then you're gonna go back to sensing and add touching mouse pointer in both of them and change it to ski gate and ski tree. Now you're going to go back to motion and do the same thing as you did before. Go to X, -12 and 180. But you're going to go to operators again. Pick random 1 to 10. Pick random 1 to 10. And then you're going to make that. Pick random -180 to +180. And pick random -180 to +240. Sorry, -240. Now, outside of that repeat until, you're going to add another repeat until. So go to control, add repeat until. Now inside of here, you're going to go to sensing, touching mouse pointer, but let's make it skier this time. So touching skier. Now inside of the repeat until, you're going to go to motion and find change Y by. Change Y by, but instead of 10, you're going to go to variables and add speed. So change Y by the speed, which was 5. Now, you're going to go to control and add an if then, and you're going to put it under here. You're going to put it right under change Y by. And now inside of here, you're going to go to operators and find the one with the greater than symbol in the middle, which is the one where the arrow is pointing to the right. Now in the first blank spot, you're going to go to motion, scroll all the way down, and you'll see Y position, which is just this oval. You're just going to add Y position greater than 187. So if the Y position is greater than 187, then go to variables, change count by 1, change count by 1, add 2 of those, but make the first one change score by 1. So change score by 1, change count by 1. Now, I'm gonna go to motion, go to X, -12 and 181 again, and do the same thing, pick random twice in both of the blank spaces. Same numbers as before, pick random -180 to +180, -180 to -240. Now we're going to add another if then loop from control, and you're going to put it right under go to X. So this time it's going to be inside of the previous if then loop. So put it right under go to X. And then inside of here, you're going to get the one with the greater than symbol in the middle again from operators. In the first blank, you're going to go to variables and add count. So if count is greater than 9, then you're going to go stay in variables, set count to 0, change count by 1, but we're going to make it speed. Change speed by 1. So now what we have to do, we need to put this exact same code in SkiTree. So how we're going to do that, grab it at when flag clicked and just drag it to the SkiTree. Now if you go back to the SkiTree, it will be in there and it will be in the rock also. So now that we're in SkiTree, we're going to change one thing, which is instead of not touching Skigate or SkiTree, it's going to be not touching Skigate or Ski Rock. Now, the last block of code we're going to do is for the Skigate. So first step, go to events, when flag clicked, then motion, go to X. So same steps as before, go to X. Go to operators and pick random 1 to 10 for both of them. And do the same numbers as before. -180 to +180 to -180 to -240. Now, control, repeat until not touching. So go to operators, get the one with the not, then get the one with the or. Now inside of that, you're gonna go to sensing, touching mouse pointer. Oop, hold on. Kind of got out of it, so go there. Touching mouse pointer, same thing. Touching mouse pointer again. SkiTree, Ski Rock. And now inside of here, same thing as this one. You can go to motion, go to X, 63, Y, 163. Operators, pick random 1 to 10. So all this is doing, this is going to make all of these objects fall down. So they're going to make them fall in a downward motion. So you'll see it after I play the game, after you finish this code. So that's why we have to keep on typing it over and over again. Now, outside of this repeat until, you're going to go to control and add forever, and you're going to put it outside of the repeat until, so under it, and then motion, change Y by, put it inside of the forever, change Y by speed, so go to variables and add speed, and then inside of this forever loop, you're going to add an if then. So go to control, add an if then loop, under change y by, then sensing and touching mouse pointer, and change mouse pointer to skier. So touching skier. Now inside of there, you're going to go to variables, change count by 1, but then click on count and change it to score. So change score by 1. Now outside of this if then loop, you're going to add another if then loop. So this is going to be in between these two orange lines. Now inside of here, you're going to go to operators, find the one with the greater than symbol in the middle. Go to motion, scroll down and add y position greater than 187. Now inside of here, variables, change count by 1, change count by 1, but change the first one to score. So change score by 1, change count by 1. And then same thing as before, go to X and Y and put that inside of there. Operators, pick random 1 to 10, pick random 1 to 10, pick random negative 180 to positive 180 to negative 180 to negative 240. Okay, last part, you're going to add another if then loop under this one. So it's going to be in between the two orange lines again, so it should look like this. Inside of here, operators, find the greater than symbol. In the first one, you're going to go to variables and add a count. If count is greater than 9, so pretty much the same as before. If count is greater than 9, set count to 0. Change speed by 1. So change count by 1 and change that to speed. So change speed by 1. So this is what your final code should look like. So this huge block, it should be in Skigate, and Ski Rock and Ski Tree should have the same code. This is in this actual skier. Now, if we start our game, you see how everything's moving around. So we don't want to touch on the tree, because guess what? That's what makes you die. So you can pass the ski gate, but you can't touch anything else. So you can't touch the rock, you can't touch the tree. And you can just move your skier around using your mouse. Oop. If you touch the rock, you die. So yeah, that is the downhill ski game. I hope you enjoyed.